Rice is a staple for many Nigerians. Hardly does a day go by without people eating it as one of the meals for the day. But with the soaring prices of foodstuff, it has now become a luxury many can no longer afford. Even at parties and during the festive season, rice is one dish that commonly features in the lineup of delicacies on offer. This year, many, however, may be different. This year may be different as the cost of rice keeps rising. In fact, a bag of rice now goes from between 50,000 naira to about 70,000 naira, and it is far above what an average Nigerian can afford. That is the issue we will be looking at first of all this morning. Kemi, one of the major staples is now going above the reach of a majority of Nigerians, talking about 70,000 naira for a bag, between 50 to 70. Well, there are those who will say we can contribute as a group of persons to buy a bag and share, because rice must be eaten, this festive period. But then, for me, it's beyond the now. What happens after the festive period? Will this still be affordable? Would we see a crash in prices? Although some state government, for instance, like Lagos state government, has said that they have a number of bags of rice that people can get, I think at a subsidized amount. I'm not certain about that. But not all states are doing that.
Indeed.
So how affordable, what more can be done to crush these prices? How can we ensure that every household gets rice, at least for this period, first of all, before we start looking at after now?
Indeed, and even before Christmas, I know people are already wondering, Christmas is a few days away now, but how do we even survive now? Our love for rice is so threatened. People saying it has never been as threatened as it is now. When I heard over the weekend that, even before the weekend, I was going for 70,000 naira, the long-grain rice, and I went home and I gave the report that this is what I'm hearing. And then my husband was saying, where are they getting their rice from? 70,000, that's outrageous. But apparently or sadly, that is the truth now.
That's the reality.
That's the reality now. And yes, people are coming together now more than ever to see how they can at least have something to give their family, to give people, to give those who depend on them, at least something to live by. And it just, it's such a sad reality that stares us in the face, how that efforts to boost local rice production, especially how we are where we are now, even though we may even ignore the fact that Christmas is already upon us. How did we get to this position? This is such a very, very worrisome development. And as you have said, there is also January and the months ahead. How will people survive? Because this is such a basic. But then it's just one of the sad realities before us. Price of gari, price of beans, and now rice is also skyrocketing. And we only hope that we get to meet ourselves somewhere, at least to give everybody a reprieve sooner than later. What Lagos State is offering, well, we hope that it becomes a reality and people, vast number of people, get to benefit from this scheme, to at least help out and all that. But then again, people have spoken about the flood, the impact of the flood, which it also points to, how this year has been climate change and otherwise, and also speaks to what really needs to be done, because this is basic. This is something that, like you said,
it's just like
it's
bread.
A staple. It's just like bread. Even bread is also fast getting out of the reach of ordinary Nigerians. And now add rice to the list.
It's quite worrisome. I recall the Lake Rice initiative we used to have at that time. How many people were able to benefit from it? You see state governments liaising to develop something. Lagos and Kebbi State came together to develop the Lake Rice at the time. And one wondered what happened at the end of the day. Why is that initiative not still going on? Perhaps that could help boost our production of rice and also crash the prices as we expected. But that's not being seen. And I just want to quickly touch on some research that was done recently with regards to this increase in price by Consumer Advocacy and Empowerment Foundation, as well as Consumer Awareness Organization, and they were talking about this unfair prices that they called it unfair food prices that Nigerians are witnessing, and they are saying pegging it on weak competition may be what is causing this prices, retail prices of food items rising significantly over the years. They've talked about staples like yam, gari, groundnut oil, even rice, and they are pointing, asking government to begin to look at that, saying that a lot has to be done to addressing this matter. Yes, we know the matter of COVID, we know the matter of climate change, but there are other issues that, underlying issues that government needs to begin to look into. And they are talking about the matter of financial resources for some of these persons, perhaps like credits and all, to businesses to help them at critical times like this. I believe it's important that our government begins to look at how to stabilize the market for all of these things. When food prices are soaring like this and it's no longer reachable for the average Nigerian, there's also the matter of medication, soaring prices for medication. Everything seems to be soaring at this point, where the people turn to find respite for issues like this. This is the question on the lips of many Nigerians, and not at a critical time like Christmas, when people want to spend time with their families, have a great time, eat what they want, but as it is, their pockets have to determine what exactly they can eat at this point. We can only hope for better days ahead, especially after the Christmas period.